Hello and welcome to NerdBlurt.com. Today we are going to be reviewing CloudCredibility.com. This is VMware's new initiative with the community to establish a cloud cred, and it's their form of gamification. So first, when you go to CloudCredibility.com, you'll see, the VMware colors. As we scroll down, basically gives you an explanation exactly what cloud cred is. One thing that would be nice is if these are actual real people. This is just generic people. Some filler. Gives you why you should sign up. One interesting thing is to get vExpert status. I can't see you solely getting vExpert from Cloud Cred, but I can see in the future it helps influence your approval. Pretty straightforward. So now you can come over here, you click login, and they give you two options of signing in. You can sign in with your My VMware account or with your Twitter account. And personally, I think I should have signed in with my VMware account, but I didn't, and I chose to sign in with my Twitter account. And one of the caveats to that is every single time I go to sign in, even though I authorize the app once, I got to reauthorize it. Now you see here I'm using IE9, and it wants to close the browser for me, that tab, and then it doesn't do anything for me here. So that's one flaw that I found. So now what I'm going to do is, and that could just be my internet settings too. So I opened it up in Firefox, which I'll maximize this screen so we can see. As you see here, you load up to the dashboard, which isn't too bad. It gives you your current score. I'm currently ranked 50th. I'm in Team NerdHerd, which is currently in second place, and we're soon to be in first place. We're striving for first place. So the dashboard is pretty straightforward. It tells you all the tasks that are in progress, that you got in progress. It tells you your activity, some messages. Now this messages, you only see your team's messages. You don't see everyone else's messages. Which again is another flaw of the system, is there should be new messages in here, but I haven't been notified of any messages. So we're going to click on messages real quick because it's one major feature that I think really needs to get addressed. As you can see, we got things going. So now the tasks are pretty straightforward. They have broken down into categories. Now the one thing that they have with the categories is you can have multiple tasks throughout different categories. And what I mean by that is, let's see here. Let's look at the blogger tasks. Actually, we'll go to the vExpert task because I know there's one in the vExpert one. So here it shows the vExpert task. You see the different task numbers. Write or publish a book. Now if you complete these, you get the vExpert badge. But if I go into, I think it's Sharon. Probably should have researched this a little bit better, but I know there's multiple ones. Let's see, take that here. No, wait, we'll go like this way, podcast. Oh, see, so right here, be the host of a podcast, task 277. It's also in engagement. So now do you get double the points? So if I go to task 277, these are all the ones that it's in. It's in engagement, mentoring, tech cloud, the vExpert forum, and the services. So you can tell which task it's in by here. I'm going to start this task because I'm going to write a podcast. I'm going to create one just for this. More than 5 episodes over a period of 12 months. The daily podcast. Leaderboard is pretty straightforward. It just takes a minute to load because it's doing all the queries. I know that they said something about they're going to be incorporating cache in the next release of it, which would definitely increase the site speed a lot. So you see here, you pretty much have individual leaderboards, and you have the teams. This is us, Team Nerd Herd. Now you see these little stars? These stars are people that I'm following. Like I can just click the follow, and then basically I'll be able to see their activity within a set thing. The one thing that I noticed that doesn't happen is you don't get notifications when, let's check my profile real quick, because I didn't see anything that notified me that so-and-so is following me personally. See, there's nothing on here. That tells me that someone started following me. I could see it in activity, but I don't get notified of a new follow. So we're going to go back to the leaderboard here real quick. As you can see, this site's taking a few moments to load, which is a drawback for most users. They want fast responsiveness. Boom, there we go. So we have here, check out some of their rewards. You can win a trip for 2 to Barcelona, which is a pretty cool prize. And these are some other personal prizes. I wouldn't mind seeing some more team prizes in here, you know, because we are working as a team. And then the one thing I will point out, there are a bunch of grammatic errors. You got some, you know, this is all minor stuff that can be corrected. Like you see down here, VMware doesn't have a VPC exam. They have a VCP exam. So this is, again, it's one of those little caveats that make the site a little like, oh, what were they thinking? Oh my god, and I just noticed the biggest one of all. Oh, right here, oops, sorry. Right here. Whoever did this site, come on, like, what is up with that? I know I'm picking this apart a lot, but you need to get the name of the company right at least. That is like bad. I'm gonna ping CXI on this one with a screenshot, see if I can win something. Like, come on, Chris, what do I win? The rules here, pretty simple. You know, it tells you what to do. Now, I did email them, by the way, with some problems, these problems that I'm going over here in this video. One thing that gets me is this right here. It says team players, teams. I'm going to highlight all this. I'm going to read it out loud. It says there's a minimum of 5 players on a team and a maximum of 20 players on a team. When signing up for Cred, you are automatically assigned to a team. Okay. Teams are automatically filled until the team reaches 15 players. Now, the one thing is you can specify a team that you want to join upon joining. You don't have to go with the default team. I created Team Nerd Herd, and some members just joined right into that team, and we are currently at the 15 player mark. So the remaining 5 invitations are reserved for invites. Players can only belong to one team at a time. You can switch between different teams, and any player can create a team and or invite members until the team is full. So if the number of players on a team is below 5, the team will be deactivated until it reaches the minimum players needed. So now this is where I have a conundrum with the site. And we have an email chain going back and forth with one of the potential members of my team. Us, Team Nerdherd, being at Team 15 members. Well, we can't send an invite to an existing member because they can't join the team. This is what was told to us because it's meant to get new people on the team. And I need to call them out on that because it doesn't state anywhere that you can't recruit members from an existing team. In some cases, teams go dormant, and you want to be on an active team. You don't want to be on a dormant team. And if my team's not full, I should be able to recruit anyone within the system. So that's one improvement I need to see. And the fact that we have people that want to join our team now needs to go through. And the other thing is with the invites, there currently is a loop in the system where you click on the link and it just loops you to the dashboard. It doesn't do anything, which is a major, major flaw. So this is one thing that I really want to see clarified more, is this stuff with the teams, and because there's members that I want on my team, that want to be on my team, and they want to be active, and that's what I care about. I don't care about being number one individually. I want to be number one collectively with my team. Again, I'm going back to the leaderboard here, and as you can see, it's taken forever. One of the little small things that I guess we just put up with for now and hoping that they make improvements on. But as a website person, that just drives me crazy, the load times. They need to use a CDN, cache up some of that stuff. You see here, there's some teams that aren't active. There are some teams that are active. But that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to, grow our team. So let's check out the invite stuff real quick, because that is a flaw of the system. So besides there being a lot of grammatical errors, there is some function errors. As you see here, my team's filled at 15. And you can come down here to invite new members. Okay. So now here's the other thing is find individuals. Okay, so if I type in Josh, oh, did I do an O? It's I, sorry, J. Yeah, it is a J. Oh. So now I can try and pick out some of their names, but see, I know Josh Townsend is in here. So let's try checking him by his last name. Yeah, Josh, I'm using you. See, Josh Townsend doesn't come up, and I know he's in here. Let's see if we can find NerdBlurt. Well, I got one to nerd, but no NerdBlurt. Why isn't there no NerdBlurt? Let's check Luigi. No, you can't find me there. Let's check Cincy. No, not there either. Oh, it could be because they're currently in my team. Let's check out Boss. I know Boss Raymond's in there. Yep, see there's Boss right there. So that came up. Let's see if we can find Brender. No, MJ Brender. No Josh Townsend, huh? So anyways, what happens is when you click on this link here, I don't know why this is expandable. Doesn't make any sense to me. Shouldn't be expandable, but if you see this Cloud Credibility invited, this is our link to our team that would tell them, hey, you can come in here. Email addresses, I'm going to send one to myself. I can try and recruit them. Hey, join my team. Even though it's me, but just I'm going to do send team invite. That's it. There's no, your invite was sent, no confirmation. There's no way for me to be able to see where the invites went to, the pending invite notifications. I see that as a major drawback. As, the person that created the team, there's no team management functions. Let's click on one here. See, he's in Team NerdHerd. Well, what happens if he's not doing anything? I should be able to have team admin privileges to be able to go in and remove him. Not that I want to remove you, Paul, but it's just as an admin of a team or captain of a team, you want to be able to fluctuate. If someone's not on my team and not doing anything, and they don't plan on doing anything, then we should be able to remove them so we can fill that with another person. So this is pretty much my quick overview of Cloud Cred and some of the flaws that I found with it. We've had multiple spelling errors throughout the site. The one thing that I did email them on, I'm going to switch to the message tasks here instead of doing it. Task 306. Let me get in here. 306. See, I can't even take the task anymore. Why can't I take the task? See, sometimes that doesn't work properly either. I can only repeat it 5 times, and that is to submit a task bug on Cloud Cred task or website. Well, obviously, as you can see, I've completed that 5 times, and you can see from here that it's been going up there pretty much. But my point is, why limit this to just 5? Let's go back to the dashboard. So now the one thing I will show you that does get me a little bit too, I'm going to log out here because that's taking horribly forever. I'm going to go log in again. In hindsight, I would have used my VMware account, but I like to sign in with my Twitter when I can. So this pops up every single time. This gets me a little bit because I have to do it every single time. Whereas I've already authorized the app, and the app should know that I have it authorized and saved as an authorized app. I know this function is possible because it happens on other websites where you don't have to go through that. And again, the load times on this site is, you can see how long it takes to click this. It takes seconds. Seconds for someone visiting a website is a lot. So overall, I really like the Cloud Cred concept. I enjoy doing the tasks with my team members. I have people on my team that I don't really know in real life, which is nice. I do have some people that I do know and have met in real life that I enjoy doing things with on my team. So I do see it as a great way to start something. I just think with some refinement that it'll get better. So that's it. NerdBlurt is keep at it, VMware.